You know, there's nothing more frustrating than feeling like your body isn't cooperating with you, especially when it comes to something as simple as digestion. If you've ever sat there thinking, why is this so hard now? You're not alone. After 60, our bodies change, and sometimes things that used to be effortless, well, they aren't anymore. But here's the good news. You don't have to just accept it. In fact, one of the easiest ways to get things moving smoothly again is by making a few simple changes to what's on your plate. And no, I'm not talking about harsh laxatives or complicated diets. I'm talking about real, everyday foods that can help your digestion naturally, without any fuss. Today, we're going to talk about 5 of these powerhouse foods, the kind that can make a real difference in how you feel every day. And the best part? They're probably already in your kitchen or at your local grocery store. No fancy supplements, no expensive superfoods, just good, wholesome choices that your body will thank you for. Now, before we dive in, let's talk about why this matters. As we get older, our digestion slows down. Maybe you've noticed it takes longer to feel hungry, or that meals seem to sit heavier than they used to. That's completely normal. But when things slow down too much, it can lead to discomfort, bloating, and yes, constipation. And nobody wants to deal with that. The good news, nature has given us some incredible tools to keep everything running smoothly. So let's start with the first food you'll want to add to your routine. 1. Prunes, nature's sweet solution. If you've ever heard your grandmother talk about prunes, well, she was onto something. Prunes aren't just for old folks. They're a delicious, natural way to keep your digestion on track. And here's why. They're packed with fiber, which adds bulk to your stool, and they contain a natural sugar alcohol called sorbitol that helps draw water into your intestines. That combination, it's like a gentle nudge for your digestive system. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. I don't want to eat prunes every day. And that's fair. But here's the thing. You don't have to. Even just a few prunes a day can make a difference. Try adding them to your morning oatmeal, blending them into a smoothie, or even enjoying them as a sweet snack with a handful of nuts. The key is consistency. A little bit every day can work wonders. 2. Oats, the breakfast champion. Speaking of oatmeal, let's talk about oats. If you're not already starting your day with a warm bowl of oatmeal, you might want to reconsider. Oats are one of the best sources of soluble fiber, which absorbs water and forms a gel-like consistency in your gut. That helps soften things up and makes everything move along more easily. But here's what I love about oats. They're so versatile. If you're tired of plain oatmeal, try making overnight oats with almond milk and a drizzle of honey. Or add a spoonful of oats to your yogurt for a little extra crunch. And if you're worried about blood sugar, don't be. Oats actually help regulate it, which is another great bonus as we get older. The bottom line, oats are a simple, affordable, and effective way to keep your digestion happy. And who doesn't love a food that's both good for you and easy to prepare? Now, these first 2 foods are a fantastic start, but we've got 3 more to cover, each with their own unique benefits. And trust me, by the time we're done, you'll have a whole toolkit of delicious options to keep things moving smoothly. So, let's keep going, because after 60, you deserve to feel your best. And it all starts with what's on your plate. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, prunes and oats are great, but what if I want something with a little more flavor? Well, you're in luck, because the next food on our list is one that can spice up your meals and your digestion at the same time. 3. Flax seeds, the tiny powerhouse. Have you ever seen flax seeds at the store and wondered what all the fuss was about? Let me tell you, these little seeds pack a serious punch when it comes to digestion. They're loaded with both soluble and insoluble fiber, which means they do double duty, softening stool and keeping things moving through your system. But here's the trick. You've got to grind them. Whole flax seeds can pass right through you without being digested, so grab a coffee grinder or buy them pre-ground, sometimes labeled as flaxseed meal. Just a tablespoon or 2 a day is all you need. Sprinkle it on yogurt, mix it into your oatmeal, or even stir it into a glass of water if you're feeling brave. And here's a bonus. Flax seeds are also rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are great for your heart and brain. So not only are you helping your digestion, you're giving your whole body a little boost. 4. Beans and lentils. The fiber all-stars. Now I can already hear some of you saying, beans? Really? Won't that just make me gassy? And yes, if you're not used to eating beans, they can cause a little extra gas at first. But here's the thing, your body adjusts. And once it does, beans and lentils become one of the best friends your digestive system could ask for. Why? Because they're packed with fiber, both the soluble and insoluble kinds. That means they help bulk up your stool and keep it soft. Plus, they're loaded with protein and nutrients, making them a fantastic choice for overall health. If you're new to beans, start slow. Try adding a small portion of lentils to your soup or mash some black beans into a burger patty. Over time, your gut will get used to them, and you'll be able to enjoy them without any discomfort. And trust me, once you do, you'll wonder why you didn't start sooner. Now, before we move on to our 5th and final food, I want to take a quick moment to remind you of something important: hydration. No matter how much fiber you eat, it won't do its job properly if you're not drinking enough water. Fiber absorbs water to help move things along, so if you're dehydrated, you might actually make constipation worse. So while you're adding these foods to your diet, make sure you're sipping on water throughout the day. Herbal tea counts too. Just aim for at least 6 to 8 glasses a day. All right, now that we've covered flax seeds and beans, we've got one more superstar to talk about. And this one might surprise you. You've made it to our 5th and final digestion-boosting food. And I'll be honest, this one might surprise you. It's not a fancy supplement or some hard-to-find ingredient. In fact, it's something you might already have in your fridge right now, just waiting to work its magic. 5. Kiwi, the unsung hero. I know what you're thinking. Kiwi. Really? But hear me out. This little fuzzy fruit is one of the most underrated digestion helpers out there. Studies have shown that eating just 2 kiwis a day can significantly improve bowel movements, and not just because of their fiber content, though they do have plenty of that. Kiwis contain a unique enzyme called actinidin that helps break down proteins and supports smoother digestion. Plus, they're delicious. Slice one up for breakfast, blend it into a smoothie, or even scoop it straight out of the skin with a spoon. They're sweet, tangy, and packed with vitamin C, which is great for your immune system too. If you haven't given kiwis a chance yet, now's the perfect time to start. So, let's take a quick look back at these 5 amazing foods. Prunes, nature's gentle, fiber-rich helper. Oats, the breakfast champion that keeps things moving. Flax seeds, tiny but mighty for fiber and omega-3s. Beans and lentils, the fiber all-stars your gut will learn to love. Kiwi, the surprising fruit that does more than you'd expect. Now, you don't have to eat all 5 every single day, though you certainly could. The key is to start somewhere. Maybe this week, you add a handful of prunes to your snacks, or stir some flax seeds into your morning oatmeal. Next week, try a new lentil soup recipe, or treat yourself to a kiwi for dessert. Small, consistent changes add up. And remember, hydration is just as important as fiber. A glass of warm water in the morning, herbal teas throughout the day, or even a bowl of broth-based soup can all help keep everything flowing smoothly. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this: your body is still capable of feeling great. Yes, things change as we get older, but that doesn't mean we have to settle for discomfort. Sometimes the simplest solutions, like the foods we eat, can make the biggest difference. So why not give one of these foods a try this week? And when you do, I'd love to hear how it goes. Drop a comment below and let me know which one worked best for you, or share your own favorite digestion-friendly foods. After all, we're all in this together, learning and sharing what works. If you found this helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more tips on living your healthiest, happiest life after 60, because you deserve to feel good every single day. Here's to happy digestion and even happier years ahead. Cheers, my friend.